This is The Spot, a BYU-Idaho radio production where we talk about what you talk about at BYU-Idaho. Today we are here with
Valeria Coles,
Alex Batman,
Grace Andrus,
and Abigale Maxfield. Today we're continuing our multi-episode series about things we wish we knew before we came to school here at BYU-Idaho in Rexburg. And today we're talking about campus resources, culture, and social life here at BYU-Idaho and just kind of in Rexburg in general. And I love BYU-Idaho because they're really focused on like getting you in a place where once you leave here, they want you to be competitive like in whatever field you're going into, or even just like maybe you didn't even graduate, but they want you to walk away like being improved, right? And so they have like a lot of really awesome resources. So I'm super excited to talk about them today.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like I used to not understand BYU-I, but now that I understand her, I love her.
I agree.
So like not knowing what there was to offer, I like kind of wrote it off, but there's so many things on campus that are purely for the growth and development of students.
Oh yeah.
Which is fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate how focused they are instead of just like having you check the boxes, you know? Like they're like, no, we want you to walk away feeling like you can do X, Y, Z, and that you can go out into the job field and be like a competitor like in the job field. And so I don't know, do you guys have any specific resources that you like have utilized on campus that you like love or that you want to make more people aware of? Like
I can go first. I really like, this isn't necessarily a listed resource, but like using your professors as mentors. I think that's huge because like I've gone to so many professors that I really like love and respect outside of class and just had an honest conversation with them and been like, hey, like I would love for you to like verbatim be my mentor. And I've had some cool like relationships with professors where like I can go check in with them and they see my progress and they give me feedback and my advice and like I tell them about my path in life and they just really care about me as an individual. And I feel like that only comes because we have, you know, low student counts in classes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I would say that's like a resource that isn't taken advantage of as much as it could be.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And I agree. I don't think very many, like I've never walked up to a professor and been like, will you be my mentor? But I've definitely had like one-on-one conversations with them and like gotten advice and gotten guidance and all that jazz. So,
and like I think every student is assigned a faculty mentor, but I think the important part is like obviously like your assigned faculty mentor is there for a reason, but finding a professor that you click with, that you have like that you're friends with, that you respect, or is in like the job field that you want. And then saying, will you please be my mentor because I'd love to be where you are? Or how did you get there? And how can I get there? So I think, yeah, that's perfect.
Because I feel like a lot of professors and stuff have experience outside of just being a professor. Like a lot of the professors here get called back from industry and they don't go into, you know, academics wanting to be a professor. They go out into the world, into their own fields and industry, and they become a professional and they become respected. And then they get invited to come back to BYU-I to teach. And so they're back here and they have, sometimes they even hold on to their side hustles and you can ask them about them, potentially get internships with connections that they have.
Yeah.
And I've just heard so many times from professors that like their network is your network. And so it's just a resource that I feel like is a heavy benefit to people specifically at BYU-Idaho.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like that. I like that there is a lot of adjunct teachers because I remember I was taking a bio class last semester and I was having a hard time. I was like, this is hard. And I started talking to the teacher and she's like, oh yeah, I'm like 23. She's like having her second baby. And I was like, what?
Bro, that's so awesome.
I was like, I like low-key, like I wanted her life for the longest time. I was like, I want to be an academic, super young. But it was cool to relate to her because she is like a full-time mom and she works and then she comes every Friday to come teach here. And so I think because our school is so small, we can be able to benefit from those people and you can relate like actually super deeply to some of them. And then to lots of other ones, you can be like, wait, you go to work after this? Like, yeah, I go to my PA, you know, doctor or whatever clinic. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. How did you start that? And so sometimes we can, take that under, appreciate it. But
I think too, because BYU-I professors also aren't like required to do their own research and study like every other university out there, where like most of the time you're being taught by the TA and like, you know what I mean? You don't get much interaction with the professor themselves. But here we get interaction with these genius people that have tons of experience and tons of education, and we get to be their friends.
Yeah.
So
face to face.
I think, it's a really cool opportunity we have here at BYU-I. We should list that on resources.
Yes.
We should.
Dope professors.
Dope professors.
Wait, I do want to add one more. I feel like maybe you guys will talk about this, but I feel like also lots of other universities, they have like clubs and events and like student ambassadors and student leadership, whatever, that are really hard to get into. Like people will apply 5-10 times to get into just to be part of these cool clubs. But something I've been seeing around here, like there's all these people with like these polos and like always holding events. And I'm like, I didn't know that I could just be part of that.
Yeah.
That I could just insert myself in that group and I could feel like I'm actually contributing to the school. I thought I had to like, I don't know, sign up for something or try out a billion times, but it's not. It's like just come and be part of it and participate, and you can have that pride of school, which I think is different than from other schools.
Yeah, no, I think you're totally right in that.
Yeah, Grace is like part of like some leadership group, and I was just
Yeah.
like,
No,
what? That's
I
the coolest thing
know.
I've ever heard.
It's so cool, but like you're right. At other universities, it's so competitive and it's so like status driven.
I was gonna say yeah,
A little bit, at least the school that you and I are referencing, but like
We're thinking
the same one. But I do think like at BYU-I, it's very much like, oh, you want to help, you want to serve, you want to be part of this, you have ideas,
Yeah.
you have initiative, like please
come. It's like I don't care about your background, I don't care who your friends, I don't care
Yeah.
how loud you can speak or how many public things you've hosted. Just come,
Yeah.
be.
So I think you're right. I think the opportunity is a little bit more accessible.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've all like touched on some really good points, which are mostly just surrounding the fact that like the university wants us to succeed. They want to invite students to have opportunities to have that hands-on experience. And I just like love that. Like they have some really awesome just like academic resources to help you succeed. A lot of people don't really like these classes, but I think they're really cool. But like they make you take like a certain number of like GE classes, and they like include like study habits and study skills and like life skills and time management. Anyways, and even though it might feel like kind of tedious, they're usually like 1 credit classes and just like, but because the workload isn't heavy, but it's still like they want you to like utilize the skills that are being taught. So I think those are great that they've kind of integrated that into their curriculum for people to take. And then they have like the academic advising center, which can help you like make a plan. And they even let students like participate in that. Like any of the resources that we are talking about, like students, like I would say like 8 to 9 times out of 10 students can participate in helping assist in providing those resources, which I think is really awesome. But they have like tutoring. Like we're really, really fortunate to have free tutoring on campus. Like that's massive. That is not something
It's
that a lot of
huge.
universities have.
It's also not just like tutoring, it's like a writing lab. There's like language labs if you're learning a new language.
Reading
There's
comprehension lab.
Yes.
There's the math lab.
the math lab, presentation practice center. Like it's so cool how, because like in my like major, I'm not trying to like memorize terms or anything, but I do need help writing heavy papers. So the writing lab is the perfect place for that, or the presentation practice center.
I love the
Shout out to Brother
presentation
Hacky.
practice.
True.
He's fire.
Yeah, they have just so many awesome resources. They want you to be successful, which I just like really appreciate. And then they have like all the societies, which can help you like academically, because they can like help you focus in on like maybe specific skills you want to improve or like buff up or beef up on your resume or for like classes, like the Visual Arts Society and like the production office. And anyways, like just like all sorts of really cool things that are just like amazing. And
Like
great.
BYU-Idaho radio, maybe.
Yes, like
Very
BYU
cool
Idaho radio.
opportunity.
Very, very cool.
Bro, we should create a
opportunity.
society actually.
Yeah.
How sick
Radio
would that be?
Society. News and journalism
But also,
society. There's
you can
probably one.
create your own
There's
society
probably
here
one.
on campus. There's like a little link and you can create something with your
Rubik's
friends.
Cube society.
For reals.
Rubik's cubes.
Anything, honestly.
Yeah, so they're just like, I love how committed they are to helping you be successful and like giving you that one-on-one help, because you can go and get like one-on-one help from a tutor, and then, like I just think that's huge instead of like a massive group setting. Or if you're taking like a language class, they have like language labs, like you said, Grace. They've just got some really awesome opportunities. And then they just kind of have like life skills that are beneficial. Like if you're just like struggling, like maybe you don't know where you're going, or you're just like having a tough time, like maybe you're having like academic burnout, or maybe you're just like struggling to feel motivated. Like I think we kind of talked about, you get this like one-on-one kind of experience just from like instructors and classes and stuff like that, but also like the dean's office, I feel like they do a pretty good job of like finding people who are slipping through the cracks. Like, oh, this person is like failing a lot of their classes, they've attempted like so many credits but they've only passed so many credits, kind of a thing, and like catching those students who just are having a tough time. Like they're not in trouble, but the dean's office is there to like facilitate resource help. And they have another academic resource, which I actually don't know who this is through. I think it might be through academic advising, but they do something similar. Like, hey, I'm failing all my classes this semester. I'm freaking out. Like I don't know what to do. And they're like, okay. And they like help you facilitate like communications with professors. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Anyway, so just like things like that to like, can I get an extension? We're working with this student. And like, obviously they can't guarantee anything, but those are things other universities do not provide.
Yeah. No, I think oh my gosh, what were you just saying? The one-on-one. Oh no, the dean's office. I wish more students knew that the dean's office is for students.
Oh yeah.
Like that is an office that you can go to with any questions about roommates or academics or social life, or even like dating experience if you're not sure what happened, or if you feel like you're being mistreated in the workplace or at home or whatever. Like they're awesome. They have tons of connections and they can help you. So
how would you go about that? Like someone who's, let's say, looking for a society or looking for, I don't know, like would they just go up there and be like, hi, so I'm looking for friends. What do I do? You know, like I feel like I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, I'm scared. I see it and it looks like very like professional. So I've never entered.
Yeah.
Not with the dean's office, but when I first got here, I was like, I want to be involved. I want to be a part of something. I don't know what to do. And so I went to the involvement desk that's in EMC, and I went to the student leadership office, and I was like, hey, I just transferred here and I really want to be involved. What can I do? And they were like,
so
oh my gosh, we just closed applications, but you seem pretty chill. You should apply. So I did. And then that was like my first integration of like being involved. Because I think they just want people who want to be there.
I love that.
So I think with the dean's office, I don't know how approachable they are, but like with the involvement desk and like other places like that.
So go there.
Yeah. Or ask professors in your major, hey, what's the society? How do I contact that? You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've gone to the dean's office.
Okay, tell us
What
about
have you done?
it.
Yeah, so
Alex is like, I actually have something to add on that.
This semester I failed everything. Just kidding. Just kidding. Unless that's true. Okay.
I'm doing fine. I just went to the dean's office. Shout out brother Nick Ramel.
Yeah.
He or Ramel, sorry. But I just went and talked to him because I was considering law as a profession, and I found out that he had a JD, and I wanted to go talk to him. And so I went and scheduled like a 30-minute interview with him, and he was super cool. He answered all the questions that I wanted to. I wrote down questions. He let me record like our conversation just so that I would have it to like remember and stuff. And he was very informative and was just there to support me in like what I was trying to learn and what I was trying to do. And although I'm not like looking to do law anymore, like that was a really cool experience for me because he kind of became, I still go back and have conversations with him sometimes. He kind of became a mentor for me as like a dean. And I think that's just something I wouldn't ever see anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, like a personal relationship with the dean of students is just
So
only
awesome.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so
unheard of.
cool. That you can just schedule time. And you're like, hey, I just want
And
to
they're
get to know
always
you.
available. They're always
Yeah.
like, okay, cool, come in.
They're like excited. I feel like
Yeah.
they want. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they're
I'm not a
stoked.
dean. But I feel like they're stoked.
Yeah, man, just so many awesome opportunities. And we talked about this a little bit in one of our previous episodes when we talked about like finding housing and like roommates and stuff. But they have like some really awesome resources, like if you're having issues with roommates, to like facilitate those types of discussions, or just like issues. I mean, they're not going to come in and be like, say sorry, but they're going to come in and like try to help you guys understand. And just like they have people who are trained to do that, which I think is awesome. And same thing for like if you ever have a dispute with like your landlord as well, like they can facilitate things like that if you're living in approved housing, because that's like part of what make somebody eligible to be approved housing. And then they have tons of like health resources. Like they have an awesome program on campus, which we talked a little bit about before, but like Fit for Life, where you can get like one-on-one training for like how to become more active and like dieting and meal planning and budgeting within all that. And it's really awesome. You pay like a super reasonable fee and then get like specialized help one-on-one with like students who like that's their major. And I just think that's
awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's so cool. Having a personal trainer seems like so far-fetched and so expensive.
Oh yeah, and they're like, pay us like $45 and you get it for a whole semester, and you're just like, what?
Like, wait, maybe I should have done.
Seriously?
Like, please,
Yeah.
to me, change me.
Like zero gym fees, zero. Anyways, yeah, it's crazy.
Which is cool that the students also kind of get hours for their own program.
Oh yeah,
So, like I was a personal trainer in college for like 3 years.
I personally trained 5 students, and they reached their goals.
They're jacked.
Look
Look
at
at
their
their
jacked
goals. Bam, bam.
Yeah, I think the school does a really great job of giving students professional skills, like
Yeah.
with all the campus jobs that they have around. Because I know that, like, again, like universities galore elsewhere, like they don't have students running the show everywhere. And here at BYU Idaho, we do have students running the show, like almost everywhere you look.
everywhere.
In every
Yeah.
department, you can find students. And it's really cool because it gives students like us just great opportunity to find professional experience and like stack our resume to go to the career center with, to figure out how to, work a resume, work some interviews, and just kind of, like you were saying, have all the tools that we need to really be competitive out in the workforce.
Yeah. Also, this is not sponsored by BYU. No, I'm just kidding.
No. We get no payment from this.
Yeah, I just want to
true.
clarify. Like, nobody asked us to cover this.
Nobody
topic.
asked us to love
We're like,
BYU.
is that all? Do we need to say more?
Oh yeah, wait, did we say the targeted
Everything?
words?
Okay.
Yeah, the hashtags.
Did we hit the quota?
Yeah, did we meet the quota? We're like, I'm
word
over here
count.
keeping tally. Like,
You're like, we need
how
3
many
more
times
guys.
did
I'm like,
we
okay.
say it? No, yeah, but anyways, and so there's a lot of really cool classes involved. Like we get free fitness classes on campus, like in the
Yes.
evenings.
Pilates, spin
Yeah.
class,
Zumba.
yoga,
And then you can take
Everything.
them as electives.
outside yoga,
Weightlifting, body weight training, swimming, which they do like water polo. depending on
Water
the
aerobics.
season. Yeah, it's
They do
so
a
cool.
battleship event where you like
Bro,
get in a
yes.
canoe
That
and try to
that's
drown
so
other people.
Fun. You don't try to drown.
No,
You
sorry.
try to
Sink
That's
their
funny.
ship. No one's drowning anyone.
Yeah.
Oh
There are
my gosh.
lifeguards there, right?
Yeah.
There
Sure.
are lifeguards.
And I'm
there.
sure life jackets somewhere.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that was you tried to
To try to drown.
Okay, I realize that means kill them. That's not what I meant.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, battleship,
Yes.
sinking ships.
Yes.
Yes.
Which was started by one of the professors on campus.
Bro,
like,
that's
forever
awesome.
Ago.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Brother Hansen.
Sure.
Brother Ryan.
He just
Hansen.
dropped the idea. Your eyes like, sure.
So like they have a class, it's like a class called intramurals, and you learn about like how intramurals programs are structured, and you learn about
Oh.
like a bunch of different sports. And for one of your assignments in that class, you have to create a new sport.
Oh.
And so he, like, I don't know if it was the exact class, but essentially he like created it for some sort of school assignment, like Battleship, and now like other universities play it.
That's fire.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's so cool.
Anyways, but yeah, that was like his thing. So that's why I'm like, he made it, and we have it,
And we
which
can
is
do
crazy.
it, guys.
Yeah.
We can do it too.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's pretty sick. But they have some awesome classes. They have physical therapy available for students.
Yes.
And physical therapy.
She's like, I need to go
They
there.
have a PTA program, physical therapist
I need
assistant
this.
program,
Wow.
and they're the ones who help you provide the physical therapy. So
That's interesting.
yeah, so that's super cool. And then of course the student health center helps you get healthcare at a discount and a reasonable price. And stay up
Yes.
to date on any required vaccines that you may need to get,
And
or
you get like 2 free semesters of therapy or counseling through the school,
You
which
get
is really
20,
nice.
25 visits.
Something like that, which is really
So
nice for anybody who needs it
yeah, or wants it.
or wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super cool. And then just like we kind of touched on, like we get faculty mentors, but also especially when you first enroll, you get like new student mentors that can
Mhm.
like show you around campus and like be a good resource for
Mhm.
answering questions. And they have like a program for that. I had a roommate who did that for a little bit, and it was super cool. So she would just like answer questions for students and help them like
Yeah.
problem solve. Like, hey,
That's
like
awesome.
I thought I did this, but I realized I didn't. I don't know how to resolve it. And she's like, let me help you, and just like points them to the right resources. So they've got a lot of stuff. They really want to make
Yeah.
that transition really smooth.
And I just want to say with that, I feel like it can be really easy to skip out on those things. Like those beginning GE classes that you said, like there's like career exploration. There's like the, I don't know, peer mentoring starting.
BYU-I 101.
Yes, BYU-I 101. Like I took that one online before I came, or maybe my second semester, but I did a whole bunch of GE credits in high school because I just wanted to overachieve. And I came here and I had to take none of the GE. I just like started on my major.
Yeah.
But there was a career exploration. I was like, oh, I'll just take it online, whatever. And like passed on that. And then I didn't hear or understand these things until basically like 2 semesters ago. I was like, wait, there's a beginners? I was like, I've been struggling the past like 5 semesters knowing what I want to do because I didn't take that one class. And like I didn't take the time to, do whatever, time management.
Yeah.
When I've been struggling for the past 3 semesters doing that. It's like, why did I wasted time by not being humble and taking those classes. And so like, if you want to come in and you want to love BYU-I, I think it's super smart to start those GE classes, take a few, and like be invested and like take them and be like, okay, how can I be involved in this school? And also how can I find my major? And this class is going to help me, and just don't skip on those things. And even if you want to participate, like I wish I participated being a mentor. That'd been so cool. That would have fit exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't take the time to do that. So it's a little PSA.
Yeah, I think it's all about the attitude, right? Like, because I think sometimes, especially with like those GE classes, it can just be like, this is busy work, like this is annoying.
Yeah.
But if you like actually take the time to like pay attention to what's being taught, you're like, oh, this is actually like this is good resources. Like it taught me different like
useful
note taking
information.
and like so many cool things, and so it actually is like such a
So
resource. So
The
it's
time
awesome.
saver.
Yeah. I've heard the money management class too is really, really good.
Yeah, I've heard it's
And not
awesome.
a GE class, but a class that a lot of people take. And it's just awesome for budgeting, credit cards, homes, loans, all those things. So,
The deep side.
The important things.
the money things.
Heck yeah. Okay, well, I just wanted to jump into like the next topic we wanted to cover. There's a lot of resources on campus, and you should always check them out. If you ever have questions, please ask people about them because everybody's happy to help.
Yes. Wait, small plug. There's like a car repair shop on campus that's run by students.
Oh, wow.
The wait list is super long, but it's really cheap because you just pay for the part, not the labor. Anyways, PSA.
Because they get the labor in their labs, their like repair labs.
Anyways, sorry.
No, you're totally fine. Anyways, and so I just wanted to jump into like the culture of BYU-I and also just like Rexburg. If you've ever like lived in a small country town, that's pretty much like the vibe of Rexburg. Like as a whole, it's just like overall like pretty generally safe. People are usually pretty friendly and pretty helpful, and like I don't know. Do you guys have things to add about Rexburg in general? They take a lot of pride in like their community, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
I think the craziest thing that was super obvious to me whenever I moved here the first time, I had a friend, and I literally remember we were walking like past the Sporey, and there was somebody who was walking past us, and my friend, who had been here longer than me, because this was my first semester, just said hi to this random stranger walking past them and just started having a little conversation with them. And that just baffled me because that doesn't happen out there in the normal world, like outside of this place. Like just how easy it is to literally talk to anybody, and how like willing anybody is to talk and just get to know you and get to know like how your day's been, and then maybe never see you again, but like still the effort is there, and it's just, it baffles me to this day. I love it. I take advantage of it whenever I can to like just meet people and explore the social, like, I guess, state of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so awesome to see how like people are just so friendly. Like at the store, I'll like almost run into someone, just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and they like laugh, and they're just like, oh, don't even worry. And I'm just like, thank you, and it makes me feel at home because I'm from the South, and like that's how people usually are there. They're just like, don't even worry about it, and you're just like, sounds good, like thank you. Anyway, so I think they're awesome, and I love how the community like tries to continuously have like events kind of a thing. Like they have like marathons in town, they have parades, they've got like the 4th of July parade. We were talking about this a little bit. It's like the 250-year
Happy birthday to America.
Happy birthday to
250 years old.
250 years.
Yeah, so they're doing a ton of stuff for the 4th of July this year, and like each county is doing their own thing. So Madison County has their own 4th of July celebration, and then I think St. Anthony County, I don't know what that is, but and then Sugar City. So
Yeah.
they like, maybe it's all Madison County. But anyways, all 3 of them are doing like their own thing. I have no idea what that means. But they try not to overlap so that the whole community can enjoy
All of them.
everything.
Aw.
So,
That's so cool.
which is awesome.
Yeah. And just because like the university and like the church is so integrated kind of into the community here, I think that like there's not a lot of like not a lot of things are like open late.
Mhm.
Like that's part of kind of the culture. There's not like nightlife in quotes. Like
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Everything's done and closed by
It's
10.
very true.
yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe 11 if it's like a weekend,
Keeps us
like
safe.
Friday or a Saturday.
Maybe
Yeah.
some places.
Some places on some days. Like Friday, not Saturday.
Yeah. And a lot of places are closed on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's like really interesting to just see. Like that might be kind of shocking for somebody, I guess, or just surprising
Yeah.
maybe is a better way of saying that. Just because that's like part of things that are just kind of really
Yeah.
intertwined here.
Yeah.
So, which that's not a bad thing, just like part of the culture of the area. And like campus people are usually super friendly. Somebody once said like campus is like you will see somebody really randomly on campus and then like chances are you'll actually probably see them again.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's actually so true. Like I'll like see one person in the MC one time and then I'll see them like in the Taylor building passing me in the hall. And I'm like, I walk this route every day. Like I've never seen you before until now. Anyway, so it's just really interesting how like, I don't know, everything just kind of crisscrosses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I kind of like how I see a lot of the same people often because then I can say hi. And then it's like my Tuesday, Thursday route. I'm like, hey, Tuesday,
Yeah.
Thursday.
My
And
Tuesday,
so-
Thursday peep.
Yeah, it's like a community, my Monday, Wednesday peeps. And
That's
it's,
funny.
anyways.
That's cute.
Yeah, which I think is a great bridge into like the social kind of culture and
Mhm.
like habits, I guess, of like the town slash. I think we were kind of hitting that. Like the culture is that people are usually friendly and like nice and willing to help, and that's like translates to like the social aspect of campus and students and all that jazz. I think that people are usually like very helpful. Like I don't know. Like I'm lost. I need to find this building, and like 4 people are ready to like help me. They're like, it's this one. Like want me to walk you? You know, like, and so I just really appreciate how
Aw.
everybody's just like, yeah, I got you. Like no issue. And I just like
Mhm.
love that.
I love the Rexburg culture so much. Like, I think in the beginning, I was like, this is different because just coming from like a super crowded place. But I had a friend once tell me, they're like, I feel so safe in Rexburg because everything trendy just dies. And I was like, what? And I was like, okay. And she's like, because anything, she's like, nobody's too cool for anybody. Like,
Yeah.
everyone can just connect and there's nothing to like even like brag about. It's like, we're all just the same. Like, we're all just together. And like, there's not like, oh, I'm wearing this. And people are like, cool. They're just going to keep on. Like, there's nothing that's just going to really, no comparison. And I just love that. I think when I walk into school, I always feel so connected with everybody and I feel seen and I feel understood. And I think the most shocking part was when I started school and I met some friends and met some people and I said hi, I had a good conversation. I was like, wow. And I was like, but I don't think they want to like be my friend. So I just keep living my life. And then they reach out, they text me, and they keep inviting me. Like, oh, this is Val. This is like, wow. I'm like, why do you guys care? Why do you guys want me around? You know?
I'm just this random girl.
I know. But they're like, and then they just keep adding on people and more people. And so I feel like that's just what Rexburg is known for. Like everyone here, we just want to connect and be friends and we just want you around.
Mhm.
And it's not like they don't care at all about what you've done, who you are, status. Like they just want you to be together. And I'm like, wow, I love that here. This
Yeah.
is very genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and people are, I don't know, like, I just love, I think you just hit the nail on the head there, Val. Like, people are so genuine. They're so, like, down to just, like, have you around. And, like, I feel like things that maybe somebody might do where, like, maybe in other places, somebody be like, oh, that's weird. Or, like, why are they doing that? Other people are just like, that is sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I love that.
You can be creative here. You can do
But, like,
anything.
tell me more.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, we just saw a guy like at the park just like doing his thing. Like he was solo and he was just like in it. And like literally my friend was like, I want to be him when I grow up. And I was
Yeah.
like, me too. He's like so comfortable, so confident. I love it. Like, and we were just like low key snapping him from
Yeah.
afar. We were just like, you're so cool.
I
Like,
think like Rexburg has a cool, like, it's like very safe. I don't know. And so then
Yeah.
I feel like people feel like they can be exactly like who their weird self is all the time. And it's
Mhm.
like pretty safe landing. I don't know. I do like want to speak to the reality that not everybody is this awesome and genuine and loving, but I would say most of us are.
Mhm.
And I feel like too, you guys are. So I feel like if you feel like you're struggling finding those people, then be that person and you'll find those people.
Yeah.
Trust. Jesus has your back.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a process.
Yeah.
Like you said, like be that person and you'll find them, right? So, yeah, I love that. Well, if you could, we're just gonna start having to close up just because we're at time now. But if you could leave somebody with an invitation from what we've talked about from today, what would you invite them? And I can go first just because I was thinking about it in advance. But just we talked about like how down to earth people are. And so I just think that you should really like take advantage of like the warm weather we're having right now in the spring and like plan whatever activity you want to do. Like a couple weeks ago, all of us actually went paintballing and
True.
like we had been talking about that
True
for like
story.
months and it took like one day of being like, we're actually doing it today. Like everybody show up. Here's all the info.
Show up,
like,
sign up.
Fun.
yeah, and it was a blast.
Yeah.
And like none of us had gone before.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm that before I make that statement. But yeah, none of us had gone before and it was so much fun. And we had a bunch of people show up. We were just like, the more the merrier.
It was relatively cheap,
It was super
Yeah.
affordable.
close to Rexburg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was just
Friendly
so much
people
fun.
too.
Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all connected.
Oh,
None of
yeah.
us, and like probably 50% of us knew each other.
Yeah. I would say only like maybe half of us. But yeah, so
Yeah.
that's just my invitation is like just plan the activity, just invite the people. And like I guarantee you won't regret
Invite
it.
everyone.
It'll get out of the group chat.
Yeah, and it'll get out of the group chat. Yeah. Yeah.
I can go next.
I was like, I don't know.
Like-
yet.
I was talking about this with a friend recently, actually, like the other day, maybe yesterday, probably yesterday. And we were talking about how, like, what makes your experience in Rexburg better. And I believe, and he believes as well, we were talking about building relationships with other people. So, like, being open to new experiences and new people in your life, in my life, has just, like, opened worlds that I didn't think would open for me. And finding new friends, finding good people, all of the effort that I put into that was worth it. And it just makes my experience so much more enriching. And I would just invite anybody, listening, that I think you'll find like what will fulfill you if you just find the right people and you go and do fun things, get out of the group chat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'd say.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think I would say there's this phrase that I hear a lot, but it's just lean in. Like lean into everything that you do. If you come in here and you're like, oh, I'm not used to the farm town, not used to the small, whatever, like just lean in. Like go to the rodeos, go meet the fun, like go to meet the farmers, go like
Meet the farmers.
yeah, go join a society.
Do Spud Harvest.
the
Go
cows.
do Spud Harvest, literally.
Work at Spud Harvest.
Literally, that's my dream. Like, I need to go on a farm before I leave here. And so, like, just go do all the things. Go to the concerts. Go to the small intramural games, even though they're not huge. Just go. Like, be with the community. Go walk, whatever, Main Street. And, like, just go do fun things and go do all these things and lean into what Rexburg is. And I think then you understand what its true potential has in your life.
Bro, I agree so heavily with that. That was fire. I think all three of you guys said great things. And so I just want to second them. And I think too, like, if you keep feeling like you are coming up dry and you're like not finding the people, not finding the things, then I still think like be what you're looking for and you will find it. Like, go to those events because there's lots of things on campus where you can buy a ticket and go by yourself and it's so scary. Or you can just invite someone in your class that you kind of know and it's like, hey, I'm going to Pilates tonight. You should come. So I think like getting out of the group chat, inviting, and just like loving what Rexburg is, I think is great. You guys are awesome. Go Rexburg!
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, guys. This is a great topic. So next episode, we'll be concluding our things we wish we knew before we started school at BYU-I and living in Rexburg. So watch out for it. You've been listening to The Spot, a production of BYU-Idaho Radio. Today's hosts were
Valeria Coles.
Alex Batman.
Grace Andrus.
and Abigale Maxfield. The views and opinions of this podcast are not that of BYU-Idaho Radio or the university and are solely the opinions of the hosts. Our theme music is Finding Happiness by DJ Quads and The Perpetual Ticking of Time by Artificial Music. Subscribe to The Spot, available on all music streaming platforms, or visit our website, byui.edu/radio, and click podcasts. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at byui_the spot. Have a topic in mind? Leave us a comment and let us know what we should talk about next. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.